Hi guys, so to help us practice taking notes from a video, the first time we wanted to do it with something you're familiar with, just so that you can get the hang of watching the video and copying notes rather than looking at the content. So we don't want you to be confused with the math while also trying to learn how to take notes. So we're starting with something that you know how to do, so that way you can just practice the skill of taking notes from a video. Okay, so we're talking about time. And some important things to note first is on a clock, we have a shorthand. And the shorthand tells us the hours. And the hours are the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, so on. Okay, those are the whole numbers along the side. The longhand, I'll just stick with this color. Tells us the minutes. Okay? And the minutes are a little different. The minutes are the numbers correlated with the shorthand, but instead of counting by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, etc., we're starting at 0 and we're going to count up by 5s. So this would be 5 minutes. So this is our minutes. Then it would be 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I'm just going to keep going. Okay, so if you ever forget that, for example, if you take the shorthand time, so the hour, which is 5, and multiply it by 5, it gives you the minutes. Okay, so any of these numbers, so 4 times 5, gives you 20 minutes. So if you ever forget what it counts by, you can always check the math there. Alright, so these numbers are our important numbers. So our hours again on the inside and our minutes using these outside numbers. Okay? So here's our 4 steps to tell time. You always want to start with the shorthand. This tells you the hour. Okay, so while we're filling out the steps, let's do example 1 at the same time. So we're going to start with the shorthand, and this tells us the hour. So if you look here, this is in between hour 2 and hour 3. However, it's not at 3 yet, so we're always going to stick with the one that's before it. Okay, because once it reaches 3, then we're past 3. But we're not there yet, so if we're in between, it always goes to this number. So the hour here is 2. And we're going to write down the hour first. So 2. Now we read the longhand. This tells us the minutes. Okay, so let's find our longhand. That's this guy. And it's next to the 5, which if we look up here, the 5 was 25 minutes. Again, we can start here and count 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So you're going to write the minutes after the hour separated by a colon symbol. So 2, colon, 25. Okay? Go ahead and now try example number 2. Okay, now we're going to do example number 3. I noticed this is a typo, so let's cross this out and call this example number 3. Right? So same thing, we are going to start with the shorthand. The shorthand is here. It is in between 2 times again, but it has not yet reached the 12, so that means our hour is still 11. Okay, now we look at the longhand for our minutes, and we count. 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So now this one's in between. If you see these little lines, this would be 26, 27, 28, 29. So we are on hour, I'm sorry, not hour, minutes 27. And how do we write that? Hour goes first, colon in the middle, then hour minutes. So this clock is reading 11:27. Now you try example number 4.